Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, one of the things that we as fishermen love to do, we love to brag about the size of the fish that we catch. We tell stories, and, you know, I can tell you about some of my buddies and the stories they tell, and I just turn my head and think, whoa, where are you fishing that you're catching this size of fish? But here's the thing. The DEC has put out a size chart and weight comparison. So when you catch a fish, you don't have to weigh it. You can actually measure it. And I measure them with my hand span. I've been doing it my whole life. I know exactly how long it is, and I can pretty much tell how big a fish I catch by the length. But here's the thing that you got to be aware of. Every body of water, the fish have different characteristics and different health. And you can go to some bodies of water and you can catch a fish that's so thin and emaciated looking. It's because the balance isn't quite there in the environment. They don't have the right diet, the right food. They don't have enough food for the population, whatever it might be. And then you can go to other areas and you can catch fish that are so chunky, so thick and heavy that it's amazing. And so you have to remember this. But the chart does give you a good idea. And so, and it takes every species of fish and it breaks it down. How much it should weigh. If it's, we'll say we'll start with 10 inches. I think they break it down even before that. But with 10 inches, and it goes up to what a reasonable length is for that species. But then you go to another species, like a pike or a muskie, they're going to grow a lot longer, a lot bigger. And so the chart goes even longer and heavier and so forth. But I think it's a good way to try not to be a fishing liar, which almost all of us are, and I'm sure I am too. Our memories become so edited by desires inside our brain that we may go out and catch a 4-pound fish today, and we revel in it. Tomorrow, it becomes 4.5. And by next week, we caught 5 and 6 pounders out there. And that's typical of the fishing world. That's why long ago that whole saying about fishermen being liars came to be. But it's fun, and this can give you a better idea. And it really is meaningful. I've told some of my friends that I've caught largemouth bass recently that were 21 inches long. That's a huge bass to me. Huge. But by going on this chart, I can see that maybe it wasn't quite as heavy as I'm willing to tell people. And now I know why when I tell people I caught what I think is a 7-pound bass, I can see their face change a little bit and their eyes give a twinkle, and they might even look the other way for a second and compose themselves. But remember, I'm just another fisherman. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.